Following on from our last video, we had a lot of hard choices to make. Made harder by there being no clear right choice, just varying pros and cons in regards to our short and long-term futures. We want to thank everyone who left a comment or reached out for their input and encouragement. But first, we had to settle into our new normal. In taking everything we owned from the caravan to move into an industrial shed, we had to make a few adjustments. Ben installed a shower curtain.
Gotta make sure it works.
New overhead cupboards in the kitchen area. Set up our glamping tent bedroom situation. And a clothesline. I found some marketplace freebies. Somehow got the biggest fan Total Tools had in and out of the back seat. Did a few too many trips to Kmart. And we set up the Christmas tree that was accidentally stored here before we left on our lap. The universe works in mysterious ways. Because is cable tying the Christmas baubles on not the most I live in a shed thing you've ever seen? So now that we're set up, caught up, and have a temporary living situation, what's going on with the van?
Insulation.
These are the only enough I can find in the entire shed, so don't have me.
Finally.
So we learnt from the last window that kept resealing.
I went around it twice and I didn't realise it was re-sticking itself back on. So yeah, I found a box of wedges thankfully to stick it off itself.
So I've been working away, scraping the glue off. Ben got me this new scraper set for the multi-tool. It's just been powering it away. But if it isn't the consequences of my own actions, when I bought this, so mostly we have the M18 tool sets, I accidentally bought the M12, and I don't know if it was just make me feel better, but Ben was like, I've been wanting to build up my M12 set anyway. Like, being a lighter battery, in theory, it's better working up high with this sort of thing. I cut off, and if that's not the consequences of my own actions, So I was gonna show you like me powering through and getting so much done, and now I am stuck. Oh my God, I think this is actually gonna work. Yes! Tool uninclined people or people with poor grip strength. Vice grips. There you go. Anyway, back to regular scheduled programming now.
So obviously we've got a big decision to make. Whether, I think where we left it at the last video, there was go around Australia in just 200, completely remove the top of the Caravan and rebuild on top of it, or repair it as it is. And thank you for everyone for their comments. I've read through each and every one and taken all the advice and done pros and cons lists of everything like that to come up with a decision. And what we've sort of come up with is we're going to repair the Caravan as it is. We're going to put a full fiberglass skin composite on it and pretty much build it up as best as we can.
Yeah, so it probably wasn't, if we're being truthful, our number one pick. If we had the opportunity of anything, we probably would have just taken it back down to the chassis and rebuilt the best kind of Caravan that we could out of the best materials.
Mm-hmm.
But we do sort of have some time constraints of how long we can be in this space, and you would need a year to sort of do that. So we're not just picking like, you know, the shortest time roam option or anything. We definitely do think that we can still use some good quality materials, that we can upgrade a lot of the accessories, for example, like put a reverse camera, get a new aircon.
All those sorts of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I ran through a whole heap of different designs based on the chassis that we obviously can't change. And there just wasn't that perfect design, and if we were to go to that full extent of doing that 9 months, we'd probably want it to be our perfect layout as well. The door sort of would have had to be right in the middle of the bed. There wouldn't have been a proper alley, or we would have had to move the bathroom as it is. Just wasn't the perfect Caravan layout for us.
So a lot of your suggestions were to reach out and to watch the build series that Now or Never put up, because they have also redone an older Caravan with a lot of structural work. So now that we're going to be in the area for a little bit, our idea was our goal finish date is going to be at the Camp for a Cure 2025, which is in May.
It gives you plenty of time to procrastinate.
But we are pretty much only going to be doing this on like weekends and rain days, so 5 months might go pretty quick.
Yeah, definitely.
So now that we know this is going to be a build series,
or a rebuild.
Yeah, welcome to our rebuild of our Roadster.
And if you've ever done a rebuild of a Caravan, please throw me all the advice down the bottom in the comments. I need every little bit of it. And also please remember to like and subscribe. It really helps our channel out.
Yeah.
It helps us pay for this.
It's a nice free way to support us.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.